Hey guys, welcome back to the Sit Back and Unwind podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Keister Feaster,
How we doing? How we doing?
and our new guest today, Alex Toons.
Hello, hello.
Alex is from Ireland, but if you switched his flag around, he'd be from Italy. Fun fact. I don't know what kind of country Keister's in with that white flag behind him, but
Dude, I'm in my own land.
French? I'm gonna guess French. They love the white flag, don't they?
Dude, I'm in my own land.
Yeah, I'm gonna piss off the 0 viewers from France that I have. How you doing? How you doing, Alex?
I'm doing pretty good. You know.
How's Ireland's weather?
Surprisingly well. It's
Really?
not raining or anything, so
Place that
that's
I live in
yeah.
has been in a drought for like 4 weeks.
Yeah, we took all your sun.
It's been so
No,
dry.
no, you took all our fucking rain. You know what a drought is, Alex?
I
That's
think
right,
I
you
think
took
I
all
hit
your
my
sun
head.
and your rain.
He's
Oh
just,
my Lord.
dude, he was bred in the rain out in Ireland.
Yeah. So, Alex, are you excited for the new season of Stranger Things?
Yes. Very, very excited since the first season came out. I got really into it.
What would you rate the trailer?
The trailer.
Like, did it get you hyped for the next season?
Oh yeah, they teased a lot of new like things that are gonna happen. What's basically just the whole summary of the season.
Okay.
I'd rate it at a 8-9 out of 10.
Oh shit! Wow.
Mhm.
So I've watched 2 episodes so far with Alex
Mhm.
and Keister, and I just think it's meh. It's okay,
But
and that's just the first 2 episodes.
anybody who's
Yeah.
seen the whole show knows that the first 2 episodes you watched and you're lost, but you need those answers, dude. So that's what draws you in.
I
And
think
then,
it's okay. I think it's okay. It's just not, bringing me to the next wow phase.
yeah,
It's just character building.
yeah.
Once you
Okay.
get past that phase, it's nothing but action.
But isn't character building supposed to be in like the first episode?
Yeah,
Of
I
most-
mean,
of most shows.
there's so many characters in Stranger Things.
Yeah,
You
and
need
there's a
like
lot of plot lines too, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Lots of threads. Lots of
uh,
walls.
Yeah.
you'll
You
understand.
have to follow the kids, their story, and then you have to go over to Hopper and follow.
What's your
Watching-
favorite season, Keister? What's your favorite season?
4 for sure. 4 was
4?
just
Okay.
absolutely
And I'm
incredible.
3 seasons behind then.
But it's like, in my eyes, each season just gets better and better. Like, that's what I would
Does-
rate it.
Does each season tackle something different, or is it all building up towards some big finale?
It's all intertwined, but it's always like a new.
They're on a new mission.
Yeah, like a new take on things. Excuse me, but
Okay.
I don't know. To me, I love like everything about it. I love the vibe of it, like that 80s vibe, bro. I love
Yeah. Sorry,
the
I have your name right below you, but since you're so far down in the camera, it looks like you're eating your name.
I'm sorry. I'll sit
Like,
here.
I'm not.
I'll have a straight up freaking board plank freaking back right now, just standing straight,
Yeah.
dude. No, but yeah,
Levitating
Stranger
chair.
Things, bro. I'm telling you, once you get into like the following seasons and everything, like season 3 and 4 are absolutely ridiculous, dude. And no matter
Yeah.
how many times I watch them, I've rewatched every season probably at least 10 times, and it never gets old. I get equally as hyped up every time I watch it.
That's like me with Breaking Bad.
Mm-hmm.
Never gets old. Never gets old.
I just restarted watching Breaking Bad, and because I never got
Yeah,
past the
yeah,
second
and-
season, so right now I'm on season 3, episode 2. So I don't know what happens after that, from where I'm at, dude. But I'm loving
Yeah.
watching it right now, dude.
I know. The show's amazing after the first episode.
dude. Just give it a chance, dude. I'm telling you. It's like I said,
I
it's
really
better.
feel like in the first episode of Breaking Bad, you really get all the characters you need, and
Oh yeah.
all the
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
for Stranger Things at least, it's like if you appreciate like the 80s vibe, that like kind of D&D
Oh, yeah.
style stuff, and just overall like good storyline, shit, this is right up your alley, you know what I
That's
mean?
why I was so pumped for the new Bumblebee movie to come out, because isn't that like 80s based?
Is it? I don't
You
know.
haven't seen the Bumblebee movie?
No. Like to
Alex?
do with Transformers?
Yeah.
I've never seen Bumblebee now.
Never mind. Never mind. We'll skip that. But that it's based off of the 80s, right? Because Bumblebee is like an 80s Beetle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people don't like it because it's not like the Michael Bay films, but I thought it's good. I thought I had
Mm-hmm.
that. John Cena's in it, even though you can't see him.
Automatic 10 out of
Bumblebee
10,
isn't
dude.
bad.
He's a savage.
Yeah. Man, John Cena has really like come up with his roles. Like now he's doing Peacemaker, which I think he does a
Mhm.
fantastic job. Yeah,
I mean,
it
he's just
always
an
seems
actor.
like WWE people have a shtick and they can't, like The
Mhm.
Rock, they have a shtick
Yeah.
and then they can't get off that and they just play the same character every single time. I
Yeah.
think John Cena plays different characters. I think what's Drax's
Batista.
character? Batista. He does extremely well. He
Yeah.
does more different people than John Cena does.
Yeah.
And there's a couple more that
Yeah.
are slipping my mind, but yeah. Do
It,
you agree that WWE's morely just acting?
I
do.
mean,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
for
come on.
sure like it's scripted, but you gotta realize, dude, it still takes like insane athleticism to do the shit that they're doing. Like
And a
to
lot of steroids.
to think that I was like I could just jump up on like the turnbuckle or whatever and just like backflip onto someone's head safely is like I'll never do that a day in my life, dude. Ever.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
No,
still
I understand.
yeah, I still give them shout outs, dude, and let's face it, their games are freaking peak.
Very true. Very true.
Mhm.
But yeah, going back on 80s style, is there another show that's been like 80s style that you guys also like, or is it just Stranger Things that's really hit it on its mark?
Um.
And it cannot be a movie or a show that was made in the 80s, so you can't say like Back to the Future or something like that. That doesn't count. Hence, it was made in the like that time.
Trying to think.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Because I don't think there's much shows that actually go back in time to do that. And if so,
Mhm.
slipping my mind.
One show that I can think of is on Netflix. It's called Dark. And it's just like one of those like psychological thrillers or whatever. I haven't seen anything past the first season, but the first season was wild. And that has like some time jumps and stuff where sometimes you're, maybe like 2015 or something and then you go back
Oh,
to the
okay.
80s and like all that. So, but that was a great show. At least the first season.
Yeah.
What are some other shows in general that you guys have just been like super hyped up on?
Well, I can't wait for the Fallout season 2 to come out. That's gonna
yeah.
be the new. I think it's a movie, really. That the new Avatar, The Last Airbender. They're coming out with a movie.
Mhm.
The guy that plays Glenn in The Walking Dead is playing.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, who is he playing again? I can't remember.
I heard he was playing.
Firelord.
Um.
Uh, he's playing the Firebender, is he not?
I heard he's definitely playing somebody.
Yeah, man, I forget. Anyways, that's supposed to be good. And they announced the third show for Avatar: The Last Airbender, except this one's going to
Oh, yeah.
be an Earthbender.
A show you said?
Mhm.
Yeah, brand new
Oh.
show. So they had Avatar: The Last Airbender, Korra. She was water, was she not?
Yeah, she's
And
one.
now they're coming out with an Earth one. They've already posted a picture of the art style. And it's okay. It's okay.
Mhm.
Avatar was absolutely incredible, dude. I remember when that show first came out. I was
Hmm.
super skeptical. I saw it. I was like, oh, like I don't know how I feel about this really. And then I ended
Well,
up watching
because
one episode.
because it was perceived as a cartoon, right? When it was realistically, I would call an anime, just in the
Yeah,
wrong part of the world.
yeah,
And
100%.
cartoons in North America are treated differently than animes in like Japan and over there, because
Yeah,
we treat cartoons more childish,
yeah.
if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
It's because
And Japan takes theirs like super seriously.
Yeah, because that's like their basic art style. Like that's what their most
Yeah,
common thing is. Versus for here, we associate it with things like, Pokemon and old shows
yeah.
like that. At least I do. I know, like, when
Hmm.
I think of anime, I just think of the old school, like, few that I used to watch. Like, Dragon Ball Z, frickin'
Hmm.
Samurai Jack, Jackie
Mhm.
Chan Adventures.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
actually haven't seen Samurai Jack. I'll have to give it a check.
You haven't seen Samurai
Have
Jack?
Oh my.
I might not want to. Have you seen the director for Samurai Jack? Have you seen the movie that he's making now?
No,
Have you guys seen the Sony trailer for that dog animated movie?
No.
I don't think
It's
so.
horrible. And it's the director that made Samurai Jack.
To be honest, though,
If you watch this movie, I'm kind of concerned whether you like animals or not. I'm gonna be honest.
think think of like a musician, though. You know what I mean? Where like they can start out, they put out a bunch of great stuff, but once they put out like so much music and stuff, their later stuff is just gonna kind of be meh, because it's like they've already done so much stuff. I feel like it's the same with directors, where
And
like,
I would agree with you 100%, Keister, but it was in a paper, not a paper, but a news article of an interview, and it said that he wanted to do this for 20 years, and now he's finally got the chance. He wanted to make and you. I'm telling you, you have to watch the trailer. It's
oh,
yeah.
well, just still give
Keister,
Samurai Jack
Keister,
a
you
test.
you watch the trailer as me and Alex talk. Okay, do
um,
it.
all right, hold on. What was it called?
New Sony dog cartoon. Just type that; it'll probably pop up. Alex, have you seen it?
I I feel like I have.
Like it literally just shows dog anus. It's it's fucked. Oh my god.
Was it called Fixed?
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Fix.
Oh, it's like an R-rated
Oh
show.
yeah, I've seen that.
I think I
Hmm.
just saw a trailer for this actually. Hold
Yeah,
on, let me
it's
mute my
fixed.
mic.
Yeah. Okay. So Alex, how's the weather,
Hmm.
man? How you doing?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I have seen it. Oh god.
Yeah. So how do you have you gone on any trips lately?
Um, I mean, except for Spike Island, the old
Spike Island.
prison.
Ooh.
Um, it
Prison for
opened
who though?
during.
Do they have like prison for like just
So
war criminals or like?
so it was like a normal prison. So for people who it was like a really strict prison though. So if you stole like an apple or something, you'd be sent there. Um, it
Straight
was
to
it
the
was
guillotine with youth.
well, um, they were gonna do executions there, but
Okay.
it was fake executions to like put fear and stuff on the other prisoners.
Yeah.
So say 5 prisoners would be taken up to a hill. Um, the prisoners could see the people that were being executed walking up the hill, but they couldn't see at the top of the hill. So they just
Okay.
hear gunshots and stuff, and they think
So
they're
was
being
it like an
executed.
old military fort, or was it actually like a prison? Prison.
So it just opened as a prison in the famine times. I guess to
Oof.
try and contain the famine, but
And
it
by the
kind of
way, the Irish potato famine wasn't actually a famine. Britain just kept taking their potatoes,
yeah.
and then
Hmm.
they didn't even have enough. It wasn't even a famine. God damn it.
Well, there was also like a certain fungal disease or something going around in the
which made it
potatoes.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was mostly just because the Brits were just taking all the food as tax.
And we relied on potatoes too much. We didn't really. That's all we ate, potatoes, because they had all the stuff you'd need to survive. Um, so after the fungus came in, people started hogging all food that wasn't infected or anything. So people just had to eat their potatoes that were rotten,
Yeah,
and that's
those
how they
Brits
mended it.
really had their hands in everything, didn't they? Goddamn Brits! I can't say nothing. My country's just like, hey, can we do our own thing? And Britain at this point was like losing every single like country that they owned, basically. And like, yeah, fuck it, why not? It's too expensive. They're like, okay, thanks. And then we made our own flag.
Yeah.
Countries as we speak, we won't say names because YouTube doesn't like names, but countries as we speak are literally fighting for their independence. And Canada was like, can we just take, the second largest country and just have that for ourselves? And they're like, yeah, just put our queen on your $20 bill. It'll be all right. All right, thanks. Bye. That was it.
Going back to Spike Island, it was opened in the famine. It closed maybe 20 years after that,
Oh,
and
okay.
it was recently closed in 2004 because it opened up again 4 different times.
Jesus.
So there's this the main news network in Ireland is RT.
GE.
And there's something on YouTube. It's very hard to find, but there's a RTE news from 2003 or 2002. A video of like 60 people, like on top of this roof inside the prison. So they're basically rioting, and they have like footage of the people on top of the roof, and there's like the military walking up the hill to try and deal with them. It's worth trying to find and check it out.
Sorry,
Um,
all I can imagine is like stop motion animation of potatoes with rifles shooting other potatoes, guillotines chopping potatoes in half, and just falling down. Oh my god. Sorry, that's rude.
um, but yes, it's been 21 years since it closed, and
Which is not a long time, like
yeah,
historically.
um, they've gone so many guns there. They've you know, um, bread that was there, and it's in a case. Um, I've gotten some photos, but I took it on this old camera, so I have to try and transfer those pictures over to my
Don't tell me you
PC.
had one of those cameras that you can literally buy off the vending machines or like.
Little wind ups.
Yeah.
Classics.
and
Um,
then and then you never like it was too much work to get those photos off that camera to like a certain Walmart. So it's
Yep.
just there. It's just yeah. You
You-
literally bought something, used it, and then just said, well, it's gonna take too much money or time to even translate it. So fuck it.
It's the thought of knowing those pictures exist, dude. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
enough.
That happened. I've seen that happen so many times where people use those wind-up cameras and they just never took the photos off the camera.
Oh yeah, that was my family, dude.
It
For
was
sure.
it was the fact of just taking the picture.
Yeah.
It was the opium that you would get back in the day. Ah, like a scratch ticket.
Dude, I will say for Ireland, bro, you're in such like a good historical part of the world where,
Oh
like,
yeah.
I know I've mentioned this before, but like, dude, if I was out there, I would 100% get a metal detector, even just like a super basic one, dude, and just see what you can find, bro. There's some crazy shit out in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to go find stuff before, but didn't have much luck.
Keister, have you been to any historical places?
Um, yeah, I've definitely been to some pretty wild places. A lot of history has happened around where I'm at because not only in mass was like, where the common version of America was formed. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like it all started basically over here in like Jamestown and stuff like that, which I forget where Jamestown is. I think maybe like Virginia or something. I could be totally wrong. But
I cannot fact check you, and I don't think Alice can either because we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But go on.
well, Jamestown was like the first settlement for like English settlers or whatever. And
James walked in. He was like, "It's gonna be my town."
well, it was, so there was that, but like there was even so much Native American history around like where I'm at and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of history here for hundreds and hundreds of years. So depending on where you go, dude, there's certain parts of this state where, granted, most of them you're not allowed to like metal detect and stuff unless you have like
Wow.
crazy permits and stuff. But yeah, dude, like it's wild some of this shit that's happened around me and just within drivable distances and all the historical stuff you can see. I mean, even in Salem, bro, with the witch trials and everything, the
Which
witch.
would definitely count as historical because holy crap, that was messed up.
Oh yeah, and like, dude,
Yeah.
I've walked those grounds. Like, I've been to straight up like houses that were there and like formerly witch houses or whatever, and like gone inside them and all this, and like it's wild, dude. It's wild visiting that place and just like knowing the history that existed, and now you're just there, just like so calmly taking it in.
Yeah.
Hundreds of years later, you're like, oh
Case is
wow.
just there. Case is just there.
Yeah, with my little wind up.
Places that I've been to, like, is like more of like 1800s military forts and stuff like that. So like you can
Mhm.
tell that just having a hill is a strategic advantage back then. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah, we found a hill, we put 10 cannons on it and a couple of cabins and a wall.
yeah.
This place is defended.
I think
Congratulations,
I
conquered.
I feel like even like the parts of Canada and stuff where it seems super remote and like nothing's been going on. I feel like if you took LiDAR there, which I'm not sure if you guys know what LiDAR is, but it's the technology where basically you just do these, it's like a big scan you can do from say like a helicopter on the ground or whatever, but it
Mhm.
allows you to sit there and strip layers of the earth to reveal what's underneath it. So
Okay.
let's say I'm flying over the Amazon or something and I'm just in the thicket of the rainforest, but I want to know what's underneath there and like possible old you know buildings and stuff like that or cities.
Hmm.
You do a LiDAR scan and then you strip all the trees and stuff away and it shows like buried buildings and stuff like that, and it allows scientists to be able to find cities that are completely overtaken and like lost to history essentially. But I guarantee if you
Mhm.
took that same technology and just went out to like, remote places of the US, remote places of Canada, Ireland, any of these places, dude, I
Oh, for sure,
guarantee
yeah.
there's so much lost that we have no idea about.
Yeah, yeah. I've also been to a Canadian bunker for like the Cold
Really?
War, which was like the biggest bunker that they had because it was in Ottawa, and
Mhm.
like the prime minister couldn't even take his like wife. It was the room was just for him. That's it. No,
Jesus.
yeah, yeah. So the bunker's huge, huge, because it's enough to. It's supposed to hold an entire military, right?
Mhm.
And we went into the control room and all like 80s computers and stuff like that. The whole room was filled with computers, and all those computers in the entire room could fit on your phone. That's how much power they did.
Damn.
Because yeah. So if you're ever walking around, you're like, man, I fucking hate my phone. Just think that phone has more power or more processing power in it. The entire bunker for the Cold War,
It is
which is nuts.
It's a wild thought to think like that's even like you see the old pictures from like NASA and stuff, which is like North America's space program or whatever. And you see pictures of them back in the day with all the memory things, and you'd see like it would be like 1 gigabyte or something, and it is this
Yeah.
massive like industrial freaking looking, just metal box essentially that was like 20 people stacked freaking wide and everything, and it's wild, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, so you learned some very horrific stuff about this prison, Alex.
Yeah. Um.
Made us all go on a spiel of our own stuff.
Yeah. It was very interesting to go and see what it was like 200 or so years ago.
Yeah, yeah. Which is like
No.
long for us, but probably not long for like historically wise, I would say.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this, dude. Have you guys ever found something like old or historical and cool? Like for me, dude, one time I was on a cruise with my family, and I forget exactly where we were,
A
but I want us to
cruise.
say,
That sounds so American.
dude,
You know you're American when you go on cruise ships.
I've been on so many cruises, dude. I've been to so many islands and so many places, and I'm definitely grateful for it, dude. But I was on a cruise, and I think I was at the Bahamas or something, and I was a kid during this point, but I was digging in the sand, just building like a big hole, and I'm down maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 2 feet or something like that, and all of a sudden I just see like this object down there, and I'm like, what the hell is that, dude? And I keep digging. Ends up being a freaking old shark tooth, dude. And this thing was crazy.
Yes.
It was like probably like that big. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe, well, you guys use a different measure system, so you guys don't even know what the hell inches are for the most part. But, and I don't know the comparison for centimeters. I'm the worst. But just know it was a good
10
size.
10 football field long.
Dude,
Huge motherfucker.
the thing was so
They were
sick,
megalodon.
and I ended up losing it, bro.
You lost? Oh my
I
god.
had a pocket on my bathing suit that was just one of those like basic Velcro ones, and I
You could have been
insisted.
so rich.
My parents kept telling me, they were like, "I'm telling you, let us take it. We'll hold on to it." Like da 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 da. I was like, "No, I want to keep it on me."
It's like,
I had it
no,
in
my
my
pocket
pocket.
will protect this.
I lost it, dude. I was so bummed. It
And
was so cool.
I bet you your parents were like, I told you so. I told you. I
Yeah,
told you, young keister.
that's basically what it was. It was just like, hey, like, you snooze, you lose, dude. Shit out of
Yeah.
luck.
Oof.
But how about you
Uh,
guys?
the weirdest thing that I've ever stumbled upon. So my the place where I grew up is like way out in the woods and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And if you walk for about, I want to say 30 to 40 minutes, because when you're kids, you're just bored. You just walk out, right?
Yeah.
You walk far enough, you'll find barbed wire in the ground, just in the
Hmm.
ground, just,
Really?
just like you could tell it used to be up, but it's just under dirt, and it goes for like forever, just in the
Hmm.
middle of the woods. So I did some digging, and apparently the Canadian military, because we have an airport that's basically like almost, it's almost decommissioned at this point, but this is where the military used to do all their training for like World War II and etc.
Really?
Hmm.
And turns out the place where I found the barbed wire, which is out in the middle of the fucking woods, used to be a testing ground for planes to drop like
Oh.
bombs and stuff like that.
What?
Not real bombs, just fake ones.
Oh my.
Okay.
That's where you
That's where they
gotta be metal
practiced.
detecting, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
But it
crap.
was so creepy just seeing barbed wire out in the like middle of the woods. Just yeah, it was creepy.
Jeez.
Very creepy.
That's so cool. Anything tied to like any of the world wars
Yeah.
immediately just makes me so curious, dude. I think that stuff's so wild. How about you though, Alex? Have you ever found anything old or cool?
I I went to Normandy, so the
Wow.
Okay, well,
beach
all
where
right, all right, all right. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah, whoa.
um
Once you
the
cross the
beach,
water on a kayak.
oh yeah, it took a little while, but I eventually got there. Um, but there's some weird stuff you can find on the beach. You can find like teeth, and I don't know if it's a fish's teeth, if they have teeth at all.
I hope no
Um,
fish have teeth like that, dude.
Just sharks, just like
um, but yeah, you can find sometimes you can find knives, rings, papers, um, all in the sand if you look hard enough.
I could just imagine how many rounds were shot off in that like span of one day.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Not even
Oh,
one
yeah.
day, like 6 hours.
And it's a massive beach.
Yeah.
I'll try and find the exact length of it.
And which country was the first one to get through? Canada. Canada. I'm joking. Actually, I'm not joking.
So
That's historically true, but
no,
we were the first ones to get through the beach, but we also had the highest like casualties.
Just the amount
It's
of
like
loss in general.
you cross the finish line, but like there's not much of you guys left.
It's wild
um,
just how it was back in the day, because it was just like they just kept sending people. Like you hear it these days, and every time it's a certain battle, like especially in documentaries, so just like calmly and no emotion behind it, they'll just be like, in this battle here resulted in the loss of 240,000 soldiers, and then they
Yeah,
just continue on, and it's like,
just
well,
nonchalant.
hold on. You can't just drop that 240,000 people just got killed, and we're not elaborating. You're just leaving
Yeah.
me right there with that information. What the hell, dude?
Especially when the population in like globally used to be so low back then, and
Mm-hmm.
there's still like that many people.
Oh
It's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna
mhm.
talk about some gaming stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right. What's your guys' best soundtracks from gaming? Give me three.
Um, A Quiet Time, Red Dead Redemption.
And
Um,
that song plays in your head like every time.
oh yeah. Um,
Are we doing
the
particular tracks? Sorry to cut you off, or are we just doing overall soundtracks in a game?
Uh, yeah, we can go for vibe, particular soundtracks.
Okay.
So it'd be like all of Red Dead.
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Yeah.
so Red Dead, GTA, and
Well, I mean, GTA has real songs in it, though. Does that count?
yeah, yeah. I mean, okay, I won't do GTA. I'll do Red Dead.
GTA is just a radio station. Literally, it's just a radio station for songs.
So Red Dead, Death
Yeah.
Stranding, and
Oh. Now you only saying that because you're playing Death Stranding now?
no, that has one of the best kind of music implanted into it.
Okay.
If you're on this big canyon, it zooms out the camera and plays a nice little song for 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh, is that the intro?
Well, no, it's whenever you find like this nice looking view, it
Oh,
just
okay.
plays
Okay.
like a nice soundtrack. So we
Nice.
have, and then I'm gonna say Star Wars Battlefront.
Okay. Okay. So, Death Stranding, Red Dead, Star Wars Battlefront. What about you, Keisty?
Mhm.
For sure, Red Dead.
Mhm.
I think that game's incredible. And then the old original Tony Hawk 1 and 2, dude, had
Oh
some
yeah.
of the greatest soundtracks ever in a game. And
Okay.
um I'd say maybe like Ghost of Tsushima too. Just anything of like especially, I don't know if you guys played that game. I don't think you did, Unwind, huh? But
Not yet. Not yet. It's getting there.
so
Once
this
I get
isn't
my
a
capture card.
yeah, this isn't a spoiler or anything, but like one of the things you could do is just play a flute. Like you could just sit there and play a
Like
flute.
Legend of Zelda, just.
Yeah, you could just play a flute. And dude, just the music of as you play that, cause the scenery's insane, dude. Like one of the most beautiful games out there. So you could just go pull up to the most scenic place, dude, play your little flute, and every time I'll just be like, yeah, yeah, all
Yeah.
right. This
All right.
works, dude.
All right. All right. All right. Okay.
I'd also like to add on The Last of Us.
Mm.
That was gonna be my answer, but yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just like, you know, the guitar-y sound in it.
Yeah.
And it's not like this big orchestra or band or
Yeah, and
whatever.
it's
It's
tense
just,
when it needs to be tense,
oh yeah.
for sure. Okay, so mine would be one of them would be The Last of Us. The other one would be Subnautica, just
Oh yeah.
because like you know what biome you're in Subnautica just by the difference of music, right?
hmm
Like if you're in the dunes, you can tell you're probably gonna die just because of how the music changes and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
very eerie
hmm
music. And yeah, The Last of Us, and what would the third one be? Soundtrack wise, I don't know. Oh fuck it, man, Fallout. What am I thinking? Fallout, the old timey like
Oh,
Frank Sinatra esque music. Yes, that all
dude,
the way.
big
hmm
fan of that style.
Yeah,
There's so many you know, games made from movies that you could also choose, like Jurassic Park or
and
Harry
I'm sure
Potter.
Cyberpunk '77 has like probably a really good soundtrack. I just haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Techno
try
vibe.
and I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah,
I still haven't played the Last of Us games. Everybody
You have
tells
to.
me I gotta
and
play
the
those.
first one's like really short, so like you could like
hmm
spit that out pretty quickly.
I own it and
So
everything.
yeah, so like if it performed bad on your YouTube channel, it's not going to take long anyway. Same thing with Borderlands. I'm going to get Borderlands 1 and done and over with because I really want to play it just for the fact of playing it again. And if it does good, great. If it does bad, well, it's only like 10 hours long.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I got The Last of Us done in maybe 3 or 4 streams.
Yeah, it doesn't take long whatsoever.
Mhm.
The first
They didn't do
ones
too bad as well.
the first ones are
So
so highly regarded. When I say so many people have come into my streams and been like, "Oh, you got to play the first Last of Us game. It's incredible." But everybody says that the second one is like meh. Is that true?
um, I mean, I didn't mind the second one.
I think it's the
Um,
pacing that they have. It's like a
mhm.
like really cookie cutter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Have you guys seen the first Deadpool movie?
Yeah,
yeah, I've seen all of them.
Okay, you know how they keep having like flashback scenes that are like 30 minutes long,
yeah,
hmm
like that, and that's the part that I really didn't like from the first Deadpool movie. So I understand why
hmm
people don't like The Last of Us too, because it has flashbacks like that you're just stuck in a flashback for so long. And I'm not talking about the Joel and Ellie ones. I'm talking about like Abby. Is the name Abby? Alex?
Yeah.
Is that her name? Yeah, yeah. They could have just not even paced it. They could have just put it in better order.
yeah,
hmm
Why have the flashbacks when you could just start with the flashbacks, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Um,
Alex exactly knows what I'm talking about, but there's a certain part of the game that happens in the beginning with a certain cabin, and I feel like they could
uh,
have that halfway through the game. That there's no reason why
yeah,
that should be in the beginning.
yeah.
And I was hoping they were going to fix that with the show, but no, they didn't.
I don't like the show.
I
I
didn't mind the
watched the
first season.
first or second season.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't really get into the season, the first one. I watched the first and second episode.
I watched the
yeah,
show. The
I didn't get
first
into it.
season was good. I don't know about the second one though.
I've
yeah,
heard it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I heard quite a few people say that.
Yeah.
yeah. Speaking of The Last of Us, Alex, would you say that Ellie's a good like NPC character? like in the first one.
NPC character.
Yeah, like
Um,
somebody that a companion.
yeah, I guess you could, because in some little bits of the game you can do like interact with her. Um, it's not a spoiler, but once you get like a joke book, she throughout the game she like reads out jokes from the joke book.
Yeah,
So it kind of keeps
keeps the dialogue going.
yeah.
Which I feel like,
Um,
and I'm sorry to harp on Last of Us so much because I know Keister hasn't played it.
Oh, no
I feel
worries.
like once The Last of Us came out, it really changed games coming out in the future because games before The Last of Us, and I could be completely wrong, but games before The Last of Us, it would be dialogue, fighting, dialogue, fighting, dialogue.
mhm,
The Last of Us has dialogue the entire game.
mhm,
Even
yeah.
when you're fighting, there's conversations and lores happening, right?
Mhm, yeah.
And I feel like after that game came out, you started seeing that more often, like Death
Mhm,
Stranding, where
yeah.
dialogue is almost constant. God
Mhm,
of War, dialogue's constant, especially with God of War and Atreus. Atreus
yeah.
and Kratos will keep going back and forth, even during the quiet times or the action scenes. And I
Mhm,
feel like that didn't really start with that started with The Last of Us.
mhm,
That's my theory.
yeah.
A wrong theory.
I appreciate that about games though, because I feel like that adds so much depth to it. Where like, I don't want to
Mhm,
just be traveling and it's just like this awkward silence, just getting to my next zone. It's like I want to sit there
But
and like,
that's how it used to be, right? Like
yeah,
Gears of War, big action scene, cutscene, big action, cutscene.
that's even
Last
like,
of Us,
no, sorry,
uh,
go ahead.
The Last of Us did cutscene. There was cutscenes, but there was also like dialogue that would happen while you're fighting or while you're just walking
Yeah,
that would seem or feel like it was a cutscene.
yeah.
yeah.
Even just anything to like liven it up. I mean, a good example of like another way you could go about it is Assassin's Creed Black Flag, when you're sitting there going in your ship from place to place, how you could do like the sea shanties or whatever. Dude,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I loved that. I thought that was so
Believer
cool.
Johnny Lee. Believer
I don't know.
Johnny
I don't
Lee.
know if you heard this. I just read this yesterday and haven't looked into it or anything. So,
Casey's just got a newspaper.
do your own
Oh,
research.
yes. Mhm.
But apparently they're working on like a sequel to Black Flag.
I hope so.
Dude, I would be so happy. That was, in my opinion, the best Assassin's Creed game there was.
That would make me play Assassin's Creed again. I haven't played since Black Flag.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Because I just like pirate stuff, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not enough pirate games out there. I don't know why that's like not a.
I don't know. Sea of
Well,
Thieves,
true.
Skull and Bones, which there's not enough good pirate games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I heard Skull
Truth.
and Bones, which Ubisoft considered a quadruple A game, by the way.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Quadruple into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
I heard
you have
I
you
heard
guys
Sea of Thieves have really, because I heard they had a rough start and then they're like really
they
good
did?
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
seems to be an
Um,
occurrence with gaming.
I enjoy it, but it's more of a multiplayer-esque game. Um,
Oh, Sea of Thieves.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um, they have a bunch to do, but it's just pure silence, just going through a fort or something. If you're playing single player,
I got you.
um, they have multiple kind of story missions, so it's like maybe 18 different um expeditions you can start, and it has maybe 3 missions in each. So there's a bunch to do, but
But it's morely
without other people.
multiplayer based.
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
because you can fight other players and steal all their loot. But if you're playing single player and you want to really get like, because they have safe seas, which if you're playing single player, you can play that, but you get half of the money on each of like the chests you sell. So most people go
So
into high
definitely
seas.
Fallout 76, because everything you just
Yeah.
said you can do in Fallout 76 as well. Okay.
hmm So if you go into high seas, you get the maximum payout. But
Okay.
then you could be playing single player and 4 people come and take all your loot, and then you're just left there crying
Alex is
on
just
your boat.
crying in a jail cell in the bottom of the boat.
Because
No, jail
most
cell
people
in the
just
bottom of his boat because they took over.
most people just sink my ship, take all my loot, and just leave me alive in the middle of the sea.
Them bastards don't even have the decency to kill you.
I mean, obviously they kill me, but then
You just
they'd wait for
respawn.
me to
Yeah,
they'd wait for me to respawn. They'd throw fire bottles and sink my ship fully.
sounds like you need some teammates.
I'd
Yeah,
be down
yeah,
to
it
be
does.
pirates, dude. I really would.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, I've been trying to think of a whole
And-
bunch of games to play during Spooktober, and I might just
Mhm.
buy Sea of Thieves and put a pirate hat on and just start going AWOL.
That'd be so funny.
Yeah, because I
Does-
plan on wearing a different hat every stream.
Uh,
I think it'd be
um,
hilarious.
there's two new horror games coming out. I don't think they'd be out before October. It's the new Hellraiser game and the new Friday the 13th game.
New Friday, like made from Friday the 13th, or just
So the Friday the
esque?
13th
Friday the
game
13th
that was
esque.
Friday the 13th game that was out, that's been taken down for license reasons. So
Oh,
they're
so
making
I'm thinking of Dead by Daylight. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. My
so
bad.
they're they got the licenses back for Friday the 13th, and they're making a new game.
Okay. Well, shouldn't they just bring the old game back as well if they have the license?
Well, there's so many bugs in the old game, that, and it's just like a boring game, and I don't think they're doing
Oh, they just want money.
I don't think they're doing Friday the 13th. You know how it was or Jason versus all the survivors. I think it's like a story-based game now. So
So
you're
you're actually doing a campaign.
yeah, same with Hellraiser. The
Speaking
trailer
of
for that.
campaign, I heard Battlefield 6 is having a campaign, and I'm so
Oh, wow.
pumped.
Oh,
I am
man.
so pumped. That's probably going to be the first $100 game that I haven't bought in like a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember the last $100 game I bought. Oh, sorry. In Canada, it's $100. In the States, it's like 80, $70.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
excited for Battlefield 6. I guess even a big thing that like a bunch of people, I don't know if it's been getting like praise or what, but the full game isn't even released yet, and they've already got
Their beta numbers are crazy.
400,000 people banned from cheating. Like the software got 400,000 people caught using it,
Good.
right?
And that's just
crazy.
for PC, right?
I don't know.
That's another reason why I also like, because I know you can still hack on PlayStation or Xbox and stuff, but it definitely happens less often.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I also like playing multiplayer games on console, because there's some security factor behind it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's not going to be a cheater every match you play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It just happened. I had a cousin one time that like he was on console, right? And you guys probably have an experience with this with some of your gaming buddies, but like every time he died, that guy's cheating. That guy's like, no, he's not. Calm down.
I used to have a buddy
He's cheating.
like
He
that.
killed me. He's cheating. No, he's not. No, he's not. You ran at him point and blank with a sniper rifle. Yeah, you got domed, okay?
Yeah. That's the worst. Or the people that sit there and as soon as they're down, they're just shouting out there like, do this, get me up, get me up. You're just like, dude, shut your
Me and
mouth,
Keister
I'm
were
in a
playing the
battle.
Black Ops 3 campaign. Keister, I'm dead. Pick me up. Pick me up.
I was so locked in, dude. I didn't, like, it didn't register to me. That's why I was like, dude, why didn't you tell me? You're like, I did 3 times. I was like, oh.
I'm like dying, bleeding out, grabbing on your leg. Keister! Did you guys hear something? Fuck.
Yeah. It wasn't my
If you do
best
that to
moment.
me in Battlefield 6, I'm going to lose my mind. Medic! Medic!
No, dude,
You guys hear something, man?
I'll be the best damn medic there was.
Also, I heard, when it comes to Battlefield 6, I heard that the assault class doesn't really have a meaning behind it right now, and they're trying to fix it. That's why they're giving the recon beacon to assault instead of recon. Also to stop snipers from just camping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you know what the recon beacon is, right, Keister?
Yeah, it basically scans them, right? Lets you know anybody that's around.
No. That it's like what was it? Call of Duty. You could like plant a thing on the ground, and then you would spawn back to that point.
Really? I had no idea.
Yeah, Battlefield has their own. So you put this like recon beacon down, put a beacon down, and then if you die, you can spawn back at that beacon. And in Battlefield, a lot of the snipers, because it was only for the sniper class, they just used it to get on top of a tower in Battlefield. So when they would die, they would just spawn back at the tower and just keep sniping. But now they gave that to the assault class. So it's going to be interesting. People just spawning into like bullets galore.
Yeah, that's a wild move on their part to do.
Yeah.
I will.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I will say that like a bunch of even Call of Duty players are like way more stoked with the thought of Battlefield 6 than the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, that actually goes perfectly with what I was just about to say. Do you guys think this will be the first time the Battlefield actually performs better than Call of Duty?
I think
I think so. What have you asked?
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I think it will.
It all depends on how Call of Duty takes it, you know what I mean? But right now, the devs, they literally were asked, like, if they're worried about, like, the hype that Battlefield 6 is getting. And they basically just said, like, oh, yeah, like, Call of Duty's, like, a set in stone thing. People will be stoked for it no matter what. And it's like, well, you kind of been losing us, you know, that, like, how much more full price games are you gonna release where people are just disappointed with and expect them to stick around? Yeah.
Every year.
For me, it's like I
feel like Sid the Sloth. They do this every year.
I would love to see them elaborate on more things. Like I get there's a bunch of storylines we can't see continue because certain people like you know, are offed or whatever the case is and stuff. But like
what are you talking about specifically?
Well, I'm talking about like with what's his face? Like Price and everyone, right?
Yeah.
You know, so there's like certain ones you can't really continue, but it's like
no, those characters are back when they rebooted it.
Really?
Yeah. They're all back in MW3 2023 or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
How? That's what I mean. Like how do you
But they just rebooted it, right? So yeah.
I don't know.
At least they didn't reboot Black Ops.
I would love to see like a new rendition of like a World at War or something. You know what I mean? Just like a World War One, just straight in the trenches game, dude. Because that's what I
would love a World War One campaign.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean.
Battlefield had like little tiny missions here and there, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah. That's what I loved about Battlefield 1 or whatever was just like the warfare of it, just like walking through the trenches and like all that crazy shit. Like it made everything feel so alive, dude, to the point where you're like you are so stressed out during those campaigns cuz like there's people on freaking horsebacks with swords going past you. There's bullets whizzing past your head. You're like, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
especially when you're playing front lines and like when you're like playing a Call of Duty game, like, oh, I died. Okay, cool. I'll just respawn and kill. When you die in Battlefield 1, it's like if I die or my squad dies, we're losing this sector and then we're getting pushed back
Mm-hmm.
more.
Yeah.
We need to keep this point. And yeah, especially in Battlefield 1 where they had the gas and stuff like that. Gas
Yeah.
is like a huge factor in that game. Oh, it got tense real quick.
I even
What's
saw.
your what's
Sorry,
your
go.
favorite Battlefield game, Alex? Oh my god.
Sorry. What's my favorite Battlefield game?
Yeah. Listen, stop watching
Uh,
Stranger Things and fucking talk.
I'm not watching Stranger Things. My
Oh,
sister's
oh.
at my door
Listen.
bombarding me with Alex, dinner. Oh, my favorite one would have to be Battlefield 1, maybe.
Okay, we understand. Yeah, it's fine. Battlefield 1, what's your favorite, Keisty?
um, Probably same thing. Battlefield 1. I just love how like raw it is, you know.
Yeah, mine would also be Battlefield 1. Now, Keister, what's your favorite Call of Duty?
That's tough. I would say
Think
e-
hard about it.
either
It's gonna be brought up.
the original Modern Warfare 2 or yeah, I'd say either that or like World at War. One of those
Yeah.
two.
Okay. Now, do either of those beat Battlefield 1? Yeah.
That's tough. Storyline, no,
No.
I wouldn't
I
say.
agree.
I think maybe game mechanics, because Call of Duty's always been like a little bit more like fluid feeling than Battlefield, at least to me. Um, so I'd say like mechanics wise, but the story and everything with Battlefield 1, dude, was just like, it's wild. It's honestly wild.
Yeah. What's your favorite Call of Duty game, Alex?
Ah, it was Call of Duty. It was some remastered.
Modern Warfare
Was it
Remastered?
Modern Warfare 2, I think.
Oh, I think that was just the campaign. They didn't have multiplayer when they came to that remaster.
Uh, um, yeah, I like that one.
Now,
It
is
was
that
from
better than Battlefield 1?
I don't think so. No. I think I like Battlefield
Okay,
more.
so we have two like you guys have picked your best Battlefield and your best Call of Duty, and so far the Call of Duty does beat the Battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yeah. My best Battlefield would be 1, and my best Call of Duty would be honestly it's between World at War and Black Ops 3. But I know if I say
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 3, Battlefield 1 beats it out of the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I pick World at War would definitely be Battlefield, just
Mm-hmm.
nostalgic wise.
Yeah.
World at War, or yeah,
And
World
that's
at War.
why we need a really good like a really good World War I game.
Mm-hmm.
Like not just like multiplayer game, but like a story game that's on one
Mm-hmm.
track.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that'd even be a cool way to for people to start like reintroducing history. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
I feel like in the
They keep
younger
covering the same battles.
yeah, the younger generations are just slowly like they're so locked into their phones and everything nowadays where like I feel like a lot of history is just becoming lost in the freaking textbooks and older
Hmm.
generations and stuff where like imagine being able to sit there and like if we're you want to sit there and get people learning about a certain battle or something like that, like put it in games and have them live it, dude, for sure. That's what's so sick about the World War II and World War One things, because like I feel like a good percentage of the younger generation simply just wouldn't care, but by having it in games and stuff and like kind of immersing themselves in it, it's like holy shit, this was kind of wild, huh?
Yeah. No, I agree 100%.
Um,
100%. All right, guys. I want to thanks everybody for watching the Sit Back and Unwind podcast with, again, Keister Feaster and our guest, Alex Tunes. Alex, shout out your stuff.
Oh, well, I'm on YouTube, Alex Tunes, and I'm hoping to start streaming on TikTok with the same
And
Alex
what are you
Tunes.
streaming on YouTube as of right now?
Death Stranding. Gonna start Cyberpunk.
Cool.
GTA again.
Nice. There you
Those
go.
are the main
Well, if
three.
you're definitely interested in that content, guys, go check Alex Tunes out.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully some music in the future.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.